For those of you who didn't know, I work at a pizza shop in real life. And I was at work the other day and I was just thinking like, what if I made a pizza game? Obviously making a full-fledged game in one sitting is gonna take a lot of time. So of course, again, we're gonna use ChatGPT. Okay, so obviously this happens. I didn't realize I was recording for like 30 minutes. So I got some stuff done and this whole time I thought I was recording. So basically I'm gonna get you up to speed. In Roblox Studio, I created a dough part and topping parts. In the game, I can drag dough onto the table, just like this, and then I can drag toppings onto the dough, just like this as well. Alright, so I just fixed a few things before we move on to the next part. I made it so that the decals for sauce, cheese, and pepperoni are layered in an order. So sauce is always going to be first, so it's always going to be in the back. And then cheese will be second, and then pepperoni will be third. So if I try placing pepperoni first, and then place sauce, the sauce will go behind the pepperoni. Now I want to make a conveyor belt that'll go through and then cook them inside of an oven, like right over here. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I just asked AI to create me a conveyor belt part that's controlled by one script. So if I make 1,000,000 conveyor belts, it'll only be controlled by that one script. Alright, so I'm in Studio now. I'm just gonna create some conveyor belts. I think this is a good color for them. And I'm actually gonna put it on this side, not this one. This looks nice. This will be the platform that they will be finished cooking in. And then it wants me to just paste this script into server script service. Alright, here we go. Let's test this out. If I drag this pizza dough onto the conveyor belt, it should bring it to the other side. So now this pizza will slowly roll to this side. And the reason why it's so slow is because the conveyor belt is small. I don't want it to go fast and I don't want it to be super slow. I think this is a good amount of time for the pizza to cook. We could probably make it even slower if we have to. So I just sent another prompt to ChatGPT asking it to make me a part that can cook the pizza if it touches the part. Okay, so for the cooking mechanics, I want it to go through the conveyor belt, and once it touches this brick, it'll cook the pizza. So say for example, this is the pizza, it'll go through and then it'll cook. Once it touches this, it goes through here and then it'll be ready onto the platform over here. I'm also just going to raise this all up by 1. Super nice. I like the way this looks. Let's go over back to ChatGPT and see what he gave us. Alright, so AI gave me all the scripts. I put them through and this is what it looks like now. So if I make a pizza real quick, we're going to make a cheese pizza. Actually, no, we'll make a pepperoni pizza. I throw this into here. We wait a couple seconds. You'll see that the color changed of the pizza and it all works. Now we can drag the pizza over here and now it's time for the next step. Alright, so with the cooking system finished, now we're going to add a customer queue system. It's going to spawn customers, line them up in front of the register, and then show the front customers the order when they're close. It's going to let you serve the dropped cooked pizza onto the front spot sensor and then destroy the pizza and despawn the customer after they receive their food. I will cut the video once this is all installed and ready to go. Alright, I'm really happy it worked. It took some time, but it worked. So we're gonna wait for some customers to come in. There we go. We got one. How you doing, sir? So he wants a cheese pizza. So we're gonna go over to the pizza making station. We're gonna drag over a dough. We need sauce and we also need cheese because that's a cheese pizza. And then we're just gonna drag it over here. There we go. And then we're gonna put that pizza right over here. And just like that, the next one comes. He also wants a cheese pizza, so we'll make one real quick. And then bam. So I know that system can get pretty repetitive, so let's ask AI what we can do to make that better. Alright, so I just asked him what can we add to the game to make it better. While he thinks of a response, let's go over to Studio and finish building some things. I'm gonna redo the oven so that it looks a little nicer, and then we'll go back over to the AI to see what he said. There we go. I think that looks really nice. Alright, so it gave us this idea to make an ordered tickets board, and I think this is an incredible idea because it allows the player to see the orders without having to check the customer every single time. So that's what we're gonna do. So I just told ChatGPT to make me the order tickets board like he suggested. And as you can see, the order ticket board now works. So now when I have a customer with pepperoni pizza, it's gonna show up right over here. And it just makes my life a little easier so I don't have to turn around every single time I want to see if there's a new customer. Alright, so I asked the AI to add a money system for us. And what stands out about this game is that we can choose the price that we want to sell our pizzas at, adding more strategy for the market in the game. So if we make our pizzas too expensive, we'll have less customers, and if we make our pizzas too cheap, we'll have way too many customers and less profit. So as you can see, it's setting us up an economy server script, which lets us adjust the price for each pizza. I'm going to put these scripts into the game, and then I'm going to jump cut to when they're all in and ready to showcase. So as you can see, there's a GUI on my screen now, and it shows you how much the price is for each pizza. I can individually change these prices to whatever I want. So if I want to sell a cheese pizza for $22, I can, and if I want to sell a pepperoni for $24, I can. I'm not a huge fan of this UI, so I'm going to edit this myself. So I changed the UI up a little bit, but I have to tell ChatGPT to use this instead of the local script that it gave me. So as you can see, if I walk into the invisible hitbox, pizza prices appear on screen and I can edit them to my liking. I also made a little desk to complement the hitbox that comes up when you go near it. I was running out of ideas, so I asked ChatGPT what else I could do. ChatGPT gave me another great idea to put a heat bar above the pizzas to show how much heat the pizza still has left. So for example, if you take your pizza out and wait too long, it'll get cold and you will get less money from the customer or something. I made a little trash can model, and I'm just going to throw this into the corner, so if players need to put any trash in here, they can. I'll just show it again real quick since I made the little model for it. So if I have a pizza that I don't want anymore, I can just throw it into there. If I serve a bad pizza to a customer, then I'll get half the amount of money that it's worth. As you can see, since the bar is empty, that means the pizza is as cold as it can get. If I give it to this customer, I should only be getting it for $7. I then asked ChatGPT to make inventory in delivery trucks. You'll see the toppings that we have here, we can make them limited so that the player has to be more scarce and has to use them wisely. If the player messes up an order and it gets cold, then they have to throw it away. The toppings, as you can see, it depletes in the stock. And if I ever want to buy more, I can go over to this GUI. I expanded it a little bit. If I want to buy 10 cheese, it's going to cost $30. And if I want to buy 20 pepperoni, it's going to cost a little more. If I want to buy 10 cheese and 20 pepperoni, it's going to cost $110. So just a recap of what we have so far. We have the customer order taking system. We have the furnace. We have the order ticket board. We have the trash can that we just added. We have the new stock system and the restock system. Lastly, we have the dough drag and drop system that we added as well. I think they're just catching up right now. I don't think he wants pizza anymore. Alright, so the AI gave me a really incredible idea, and that was to add VIP customers to the shop. So people that come in and have a higher budget. They'll give you more money if you get their order correct. And then I also thought about beverages, since we're just a pizza shop right now without any beverages. Alright, so as you can see, I did a lot of work while ChatGPT was doing its thing. I expanded the order ticket menu size to be a little bigger, and now customers can have more than one thing in their order. So as you can see, this pepperoni pizza also has a soda and a soda with it. I did some work to the actual shop itself. I added some bushes on the sides here and finished the interior. The soda also works, so now whenever you want to get soda for a customer, I can drag it over to the counter from the fridge, and then I can put it into the part over here. All the cash goes into my account. I can make pizza like this. It goes through the conveyor, and then it comes out as so, and then I can place it and give it to the customer. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want this asset, you can join the Discord server, and once this video reaches 100 likes, I'll post a link for it in the Discord server. Everything is in the link in the description. And if you want more videos like these, leave a comment and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.